Hello kind people of YouTube and welcome back to another video. As always, we're going to take a quick look at the markets and then at some news, discussion, analysis surrounding crypto. So let's get it started by refreshing CoinMarketCap real quick to get up-to-date data. Today we see the markets shoot up in one of the best days that the crypto markets has seen this year. Now this is of course not any kind of proof that this current crash is over. But we are seeing recovery in the 2 digits for most major coins. If we're looking at the top 10 here, the worst performer is Bitcoin SV, which is down 1% after clawing its way into the top 10 just the other day. Aside from that, everybody else is up at least 9.11%, which is the case for Bitcoin Cash. And then pretty much everything else except for EOS is up over 10%, Litecoin up 17%, and if we move out of the top 10, we see even more impressive numbers here. Tron up 35.7%, Neo up almost 20%, VeChain 22%, Basic Attention Token 22%, a very spectacular day for the crypto world. And of course, Bitcoin Cash SV is really standing out for being the only coin that is making losses. Now, I predicted in a video the other day that I do not suspect that Bitcoin Cash SV will be able to hold onto its position in the top 10 for long. I think a lot of people are waiting for the coin to hit a certain value, only to then sell off, take their profits, and then stick with Bitcoin Cash ABC, or as people call it now, just Bitcoin Cash. But in general, as we see here, the market's doing very well. There does not seem to be a specific reason for this development, at least not one that I'm aware of. But we do not know if this will hold long term. But if we're looking here, $20 billion daily volume, Bitcoin dominance 53.5%. These numbers are very similar to what we've seen as the prices were crashing down, but the market cap now is at almost 140 billion again, when it was just at about 123 billion, I believe, maybe a bit less than that. So very nice day. I do have an article up here from Cointelegraph, and as always, all articles linked in the description, but this has some more data on the performance, and Bitcoin actually had its strongest 24-hour performance since July. So almost half a year ago was the last time it did this well. Wednesday, November 28th, after the dramatic November 14th market dump, cryptocurrencies are staking major recoveries across the board, with all of the major coins seeing significant growth and scattered assets sealing double-digit gains, as data from Coin360 shows. Bitcoin has soared 9.3% on the day, breaking above the $4,000 mark to trade at $4,050 at press time. If we're looking here, it has since gotten even more. It has gotten another roughly 5% since, to be 13.48% up. On the week, Bitcoin remains almost 16% in the red. Monthly losses are at a stark 37%. XRP is up by a similarly strong 8.3%, which is now over 10%, I believe. 11.05%. Today, with a market share of around 15 billion as compared to Ethereum's 11.9 billion, the alt is holding onto its margin as second largest ranked crypto asset. And if we're looking here, the distance between them is once again 3.3 billion US dollars. That has been pretty stable. It has been between 3 and 4 billion for the last 2 weeks. That seems pretty much solidified at this point. XRP's weekly and monthly charts are also in the red, with losses of 21 and 18% respectively. Third ranked, Ethereum has clawed back lost ground to grow 9.7%, trading at $114 at press time. If you remember, we had just seen that dip under $100, now almost at 120. If we're looking here at the weekly chart, down 23%, monthly down 44%. All of the remaining top 10 coins are firmly in the green, with Litecoin up 10%, Stellar and Cardano strong performance as well. Now, as we see here, the numbers changed a bit since, with most coins gaining a tad more, but Bitcoin Cash SV dropping. And like I said, I do not expect Bitcoin Cash SV to be around for the long term. I think we're gonna see that out of the top 10 relatively soon. It's very telling on such a spectacular day for crypto. The best day we have seen since summer, that Bitcoin Cash SV is the only coin that is dropping. I believe there's probably a lot of money being sold off out of Bitcoin Cash SV being moved into these other coins. But even if this does not turn out to be a return to less bearish momentum, even if we see a drop again after this, if this is short term, because we do not have any reason to believe right now that this will be sustained. We have seen the prices shoot up pretty nicely a couple days ago, only to drop again. You can see it in the 7-day graphs here. Prices went up here, fell straight back down again. Now they didn't move nearly as much as they did this time, but don't think we're over this bear market yet. But a lot of people think that a bear market doesn't necessarily have to be bad, and we have Tom Lee saying something along those lines here. Bear markets are a golden time to be in crypto. This is pretty much what I've been saying if you've been following the channel, so let's look at his exact statements and at the article. The current bear markets are the golden time to be in crypto, major Wall Street crypto bull and co-founder of Fundstrat Global Advisors Tom Lee said on Wednesday during his speech at Block Show Asia 2018. Fundstrat's co-founder named 3 main reasons behind the recent crypto market collapse: Bitcoin Cash's contentious hard fork, the regulatory actions of the US Securities and Exchange Commission forcing initial coin offerings to return funds to investors, and the terrible conditions of global markets, which have dropped by approximately 10% in October and November. I think I can mainly agree with him here. I would definitely place Bitcoin Cash's hard fork as the catalyst. The SEC's decision almost certainly influenced sentiment around crypto, and general market movements even outside of the crypto world do have influence. I do think we can't underestimate the general health of the crypto markets, though. We were already in an extended bear market before that, so that was the backdrop for all of this happening. However, the investor refused to change his positive outlook on cryptocurrencies. Describing the ongoing situation, Lee explained, "We have a price correction taking place, which has caused the price to fall even below its 200-day average. But if you've got time, it will rise. It will not happen within 3 months or 1 year, but in 2 to 3 years, and this is the golden time to be in crypto. As soon as Bitcoin crosses its 200-day, we know there will be a flood of money coming." Talking exclusively to Cointelegraph, Lee continued his encouraging outlook for the crypto market's future. And another quote, "The only time the return is better than 7% is when you buy at a bear market. Bitcoin may have downsides in the near term, but this doesn't change the fact we are still in the earliest days of crypto and it's about to become an emerging asset class." And I think that is all we need to read here. Now, he is much more conservative right now about his future prediction than a lot of other people are. A lot of people are predicting a bull run to hit in the next quarter or two. He doesn't expect the prices to go up significantly until 2020, 2021, maybe 2022, according to these statements. But everything else here is pretty much standard what a lot of people think as well. But plenty of people are scared, so it's good to just repeat these things, to talk about this stuff. Very much a correction happening here. The prices have fallen down because we did create too much of a bubble. There's no way around that. Like late 2017, early 2018, there was so much money flowing into the crypto markets in a very undirected way. A lot of people were FOMOing in, didn't really know what they were investing in. A lot of projects were completely overvalued. Coins that don't really have any real use, that have no reason for existing, suddenly were worth a whole lot of money. And all of that crashed, all of that had to crash. But this extended bear run, not bear run, rather bear market. This extended bear market, while this is going on, the crypto infrastructure is being built up like crazy. There is development happening on pretty much every major coin. They are all so much more advanced technologically than like if you look at the top 10 coins today and compare to the top 10 coins in 2016, the difference in technological advancements there is insane. It's like you're not even looking at the same technology at this point, with how much more advanced a lot of the projects in there are now. So while the bears are in control of the market, while mainstream investors and people outside of the crypto world are making fun of us, think we've lost all our money, think we've been destroyed, there's development happening. The infrastructure is being built. There is money flowing into the crypto world. There are new companies being built. There are new financial projects being readied. We are preparing the world for the crypto takeover right now. And once that happens, you will be happy that this bear run was this long, because this gave you a chance to actually buy. Use this as an opportunity to buy. Buy as much as you can afford without having to worry about not being able to put food on the table. Because right now you have an opportunity that might never present itself again. And you could wait. You could wait hoping for prices to fall further. But what happens if we are at the bottom right now and if the prices are only going up from here? You will be mad. What I'm doing, I know that the future for crypto is bright. I know it because I know what I'm investing in. I do research into every coin that I buy. I know what they do. I know which use cases they have. I know who is developing them. I know which companies are working with them. I know which collaborations and partnerships they are. I know what their blockchain can do that other blockchains can't. I know which value they have if you looked at them as a business. And I know that there's untapped potential. And because of that, I'm not worried when the prices are down, even long term, and neither should you. Just be careful what you buy. Buy something that has real world application. Look at it as if you were investing in a company and look at what that company can do in the future. And as long as you do that, you don't have to be worried at all. Just wait this out. Accumulate as much as you can. Just be careful. The standard investing rule: never invest what you can't risk losing. So please, please do not get loans to invest. Don't use money that you need for something else. Don't get yourself in debt or anything. Just as much as you can accumulate without having to worry about the money. Get it now, because this might be your last chance to buy at these prices. And there will always be money to be made in the crypto world. But considering how long this crypto winter has been, and considering how big the last bull run was, if the next one follows the pattern that we've seen so far, it might become so big that we're never going to see another increase to the same amount after. This might be the last time you can make insane profits just by holding and waiting for the next bull run. This might be the last time. There will always be money in it, but this might be the last time you can get it to that degree. So accumulate now. And we have some reason to believe that the next bull run might be starting in Q1 of 2019, because there's a lot getting ready for that time. If you watched my video, I believe it was yesterday, we got rumors, or rather we got reports, because it wasn't quite a rumor. It was coming from Bloomberg and they had unnamed sources, which to us means we don't know who the information came from, but Bloomberg verified it. But now we know for sure that Nasdaq is launching their futures contracts very, very soon, and they are calling them Crypto 2.0. The second largest stock exchange in the world is partnering with investment management firm Van Eck to bring a host of new cryptocurrency financial products to the market. That partnership was officially unveiled during CoinDesk's Consensus Invest conference when Gabor Gurbax, I probably mispronounced that, I'm so sorry, Van Eck's director of digital asset strategy, announced the move to bring a regulated Crypto 2.0 futures type contract to the market. According to him, what they're planning to release early next year is to be the first of several such products. What I'd like to point out is we ran a few extra miles working with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission to bring about new standards for custody and surveillance, he commented during a panel. In a follow-up interview, he told CoinDesk that these futures products could be thought of as an upgrade to current regulatory standards that surround Bitcoin futures products. By leveraging Nasdaq's stock market surveillance system called SMARTS, as well as the trusted pricing benchmarks provided by MVIS, the aim is to inspire confidence with regulators and institutions trying to get involved in the crypto markets. SMARTS is a software hosting hundreds of detection algorithms designed to automatically pick up on suspicious market activity such as spoofing and wash trading. Calling it the big policeman engine, he explained the technology would ensure Bitcoin futures trading is in a fair and orderly fashion. And here at the end, here's an exciting Q1 coming up. So here we have him saying when that is happening. Now the date given that the SEC is going to make their decision is February 27, 2019. Now, of course, they can't give us an exact launch date until they have SEC approval, but we can expect that the moment they get that approval, if they get it, 2 previous futures were approved by the SEC, and this looks likely to be approved. I mean, this is This is the New York Stock Exchange working with FunEck. Those are massive, massive companies. Those are well established in the financial world. And they seem to be working really hard on making these compliant. So I'm certain the SEC will give their okay here. That should then go live within weeks, if not days, depending on how their system is set up after February 27th. So by March of 2019, we should be able to expect this. So in January, we have backed. And likely by March, we will have the New York Stock Exchange, not the New York Stock Exchange, I said that like 3 times now, I mean in Nasdaq. And by March, we will have Nasdaq launching their Bitcoin futures, crypto futures 2.0. There is going to be so much money flowing into the crypto markets through that. And it's going to give the crypto markets so much validity by association for traditional investors. This will be the go-ahead for big money to move their funds into crypto. So very, very, very exciting, very exciting. This could very well launch the next major bull run. Now, I won't say it is guaranteed to. There are certainly ways in which this might not be enough. There could be a market situation in which this simply will not work. There could be other stuff going on at the same time. But this is extremely exciting, and I wouldn't be surprised if this news coming out coincided with the upward move in the crypto markets today. But I don't have any data proving that, so I'm not gonna go out and say this caused the markets shooting up today. But this is incredibly exciting. So use this holiday period. Use the time before January and definitely before March to stock up. Because anything you get now, if this causes a bull run, you're going to be so happy. Because this will mean so much institutional money flowing into the markets at once. Now with backed, for instance, we have a situation where people are actually being paid in Bitcoin. So these things are going to go straight through the crypto markets. They're not just products built on top of the crypto markets, but not moving through it as we've seen before. This will be translated directly into activity on the crypto markets. So incredibly, incredibly exciting times to be in the crypto world. Now, make sure you accumulate while you can. And with that, I'm going to end this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, you should definitely change that. If you like my videos, there are ways to support me in the description. In the description, you will also find links to these articles as well as to my social media pages. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video either later today or tomorrow. I haven't quite decided yet. See you guys.